comes to what talent can do and what they can say in WWE. A recent report from SEScoops talks about The Rock being able to use profanity in his promos, while everyone else, or at least most of the talent, had to adhere to PG standards. Those of you who have been keeping up, The Rock is back, and he's better than ever. He's been doing these pre-SmackDown social media promos that are laced with every cuss word in the dictionary. And he goes off. It's some of the best promos he's ever cut. I love them. Most of them, to me, feel like Attitude Era Rock promos. He's going in, he hopes nothing back, he's insulting his opponent, which makes me want to see the match more. One of the issues that I've had with modern day wrestling, there's not enough heat. There's not enough hatred. It's all, I respect you, man, I respect you, let's go out and have a good match. No, you need more than that. We need someone to go, fuck your mom, fuck your sister, I hate you, I want to whip your ass. We don't get enough of that in wrestling. And that's part of the reason why it has so much low interest now than it has before. And since WWE has kind of let out the reins a little bit as of lately, they've seen an uptick in viewership. AEW was benefiting from that as well. But as you know, as time went by with AEW, they had to pull back on it, and you've seen the result of that, unfortunately. But with WWE now bringing it back, not just on screen, but also off screen, when it comes to The Rock, a lot more intrigue, a lot more interest has been given to WWE during WrestleMania season. A very important, significant time during the year. The most important time. This is their Super Bowl. But unfortunately, and I should have seen this coming, we got people complaining about it. And it's not from people on social media. It's talent in the know, in the business, who work with The Rock, who work under The Rock. Let's not forget, The Rock is on the board of directors, which means The Rock is the boss. He helps work, write, and run WWE, along with Triple H and Nick Khan. But it really does piss me off when I read these articles, and I will get into what SEScoops said. And I'll link it down below for those of you who want to read it for yourself. But it pisses me off when anytime someone like The Rock comes in, and he does bring in the money, he does bring in the viewers, he does bring in the attendances, he brings interest up, he makes people care more about what's happening. Instead of climbing to his level, getting on his level, we get people bitching and going, no, you can't be that good. You have to come down to everyone else's level. So how is everyone supposed to get over? How is wrestling so ever supposed to get back to the levels it was at during the 80s and the 90s, when we got people in and outside the business saying, you can't be that good? How's about we get some details? Before I even go off, because I really want to go off, let's read this article from SEScoops. I don't know who wrote it, but I am going to pull it up. I'm not going to read the whole thing, by the way. Just going to read a little bit. Let me move this over here so you can see what I'm reading. I am going to skim. Right here, The Rock is back in WWE and having a great time as a heel. It also seems that the rules don't apply to him. I can exclusively report that a recent memo emphasized the need for talent to follow PG guidelines on TV and social media. Despite this, The Rock's use of profanity, like in a recent promo, has raised questions among talent about double standards. They wonder why he's allowed to curse while others aren't, and they show his promos. We cut some profanity-laced promo, fuck your story, and basically saying stuff like, oh, it's the direction you can fuck, F-word, S-word, all those words. Fuck, shit, damn, all that. He was using it all. And talent are like, why can't I do that? Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get to it. Let's read some more. Here's the PG memo. I am told that Nick Khan, Paul Levesque, Dan Ventrell sent out a memo the other week about how talent needs to adhere to PG guidelines on TV and also on social media. The Rock, like most things in his life at this point, is getting a bit of special treatment. There's so much I want to say. Let me finish reading it. WWE is under the TKO banner and a publicly traded company. They also need to adhere to TV PG guidelines. That being said, there seems to be an exception that is getting under some talent's skin. I was told that The Rock's viral promos, where he keeps cussing or cursing, including opening up his social media promo this week with, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I can say it. "Are you fucking kidding me?" about Cody, has rubbed some people the wrong way. There seems to be a feeling that we are seeing a double standard because we're talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson here. It's really annoying when you consider who we're talking about, though. And again, we'll get to it in a second. This is the last thing I'll read, then we'll get to it. It seems that The Rock is able to get away with dropping every flowery profanity he wants to on social media, while the rest of the roster are wearing PG handcuffs. I was additionally told that the talent are asking why The Rock is getting a pass. I was told the thinking is that even if he is a big movie star, shouldn't everyone play by the same rules? So he can curse and use that to get over, but everyone else is handcuffed. Okay, I've read enough. Again, you can read it for yourself. I'm going to link it down below. Before I even say anything else, let's go to Twitter. You guys like Twitter or X? Whatever you call it. X. I hate that name so much. Dwayne Johnson's social... 17 million followers. Who in WWE has 17 million followers? I don't think anyone does. That's okay, but you know what? That's fine. Let's go to 397 million followers. Damn. But 17 million, what is that? Over 400 million? Damn. Does he have a Facebook? He probably does. It doesn't matter. Just those two alone is all we need. So, over 400 million followers that he has on his social media. And we got people complaining that The Rock is using curse words, that he gets to say things. So we're going to address it because I'm fired up. Number one, just because you curse doesn't make your promos better. Now, objectively speaking, can curse words enhance your promos? Absolutely. If they're used in the right way, if they're used in the right manner. See, personally, I love it when wrestlers curse. You want to know why? Because it takes it from being just your average promo to something that means, oh, he hates you or she hates you, and she wants to do this to you. Hello, we're human beings. How we operate, you use shit, fuck, damn, that means you're serious? And that takes you from being your average white bread promo to being, oh, he wants to kick his ass. Have any of you ever been in a fight before? When you're in a fight, you're not saying, oh my God, you fight so weak. Oh my God, your punches. No, you're going, you hit like a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. When you use cuss words in the right way, it enhances your promos. However, unfortunately, not everybody is good at cursing. Some of them just say it to somewhat sound like they know what they're doing, but in reality, they don't. CM Punk can curse. Kevin Owens can curse. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch can curse. Cody Rhodes can curse. Cody Rhodes just at the WrestleMania kickoff said, this is some bullshit. All these talents that can use these curse words are able to do it tastefully and can enhance their promos because they're good at their job. We'll get back to that in a second. But I wanted to put that out there. Just because you use curse words doesn't mean your promos are going to be better. The same people who use curse words don't have to use them to be good at what they do. But here's another thing that really, really upset me. And this is the crux of this entire thing. This whole idea of a double standard. This is the wrestling business, right? They do know that there are tiers to this shit, right? Since the beginning of time, there has always been certain talents that have been allowed to get away with certain things that other talent can't. You want to know why? Because that one thing they do draws them money. Not even talking about The Rock. 1997, there were two guys called Shawn Michaels and Triple H, DX, who were going out every single week, Monday after Monday after Monday, breaking all the rules, shoving all kinds of contraptions up their junk, telling people to suck it, making sexual gestures, pointing to women, making them show their you-know-what, their breasts, flashing people. By the way, The Rock got flashed on SmackDown, by the way. Ain't that funny? Breaking all the rules. Did WWE tell them, hey, you gotta stop doing that? No, you wanna know why? Because they were drawing money. They didn't tell DX, hey, come down to our level. No, DX was so good at what they did, they brought entry to the shows, to the company, overall to wrestling, which then led them to opening up the creative envelopes, and we got the Attitude Era. If DX didn't break all the rules, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't have a Stone Cold Steve Austin throwing up the middle finger, I just whipped your ass. We wouldn't have a Rock with his catchphrases. All of that came from DX breaking the rules. So this talk about double standard, you know where it's coming from? I don't even need to know who it comes from. It's coming from people who don't get TV time. It's coming from people who aren't over. I don't see a Sami Zayn bitching about this. I would never imagine a Kevin Owens bitching about this, or a Randy Orton, or a John Cena. Speaking of John Cena, he cussed up a storm all the goddamn time. He didn't do it always because he didn't need to. But John Cena is a professional cusser. Are you kidding me? Hulk Hogan broke a lot of rules when he wasn't supposed to. He got away with it because he's Hulk Hogan. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Brock Lesnar. There are certain talent that get to do things like bleed or blade in matches that others can't. But they need to be able to make people care. So instead of bitching about a double standard, why don't you do something about it? To the talent that bitch about this, here's my question. What are you doing about it? Like, what are you doing to create intrigue for the product? Are you creating intrigue, or are you just happy to be at work? Are you happy to be backstage making money? Are you happy to at least be on TV? You're content with just getting TV time and making the dollar bills. If that's you, awesome, cool. Do me a favor, know your role and shut your fucking mouth. Know your role and understand that this is what's going to keep you paid. It's going to keep you being able to feed your family. You don't like it, tough shit. But here's my other question. If you don't like it, here's my next question to you. Why don't you do something about it? Why aren't you going out there, going on social media and using profanity and creating interest? Oh, I'll get in trouble. You know what? Maybe some of you just need to grow, maybe grab two, but grow a pair and just do it anyways. If it's good and it draws interest, they'll make use of it. Oh, I can't cut. Are you serious? I just saw Dakota Kai on her Twitch stream saying fucking shit while she was playing a video game. I just saw Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch on Hot Ones, and they were cussing up a storm too. I don't believe this one goddamn bit. Oh, a profanity guideline. PG guidelines, my ass. I think we all know that we're moving towards a much more edgier direction. WWE is getting ready to be on Netflix, which means their audience is about to change. It's not just going to be children anymore. They're going to be trying to appeal to millions and standing out amongst the competition, which means they're going to have to be just a tad bit more edgier. I think The Rock is showing you what needs to be done. Because if everything is going to be on social media, then you can't just have the promos on TV. you now have to let them cut promos and carry the stories out on their social medias. And The Rock is showing you how you do it by blending a little bit of real life into a little bit of what's happening on TV. You can do that. And when you have a platform like The Rock's, 400 million followers across all social medias. I don't even know if he has a Facebook. But if I checked, he probably does. 400 million followers. And guess what this means? If he can get a fifth of that, what is that, like 80 million? If that. Come on, y'all. 80 million. Watching WWE. I don't understand. Here's what pisses me off more about anything else when it comes to this article. It's working. It's working. Numbers are up. The money's coming in. It's not drawing people away. It's bringing in more viewers. So instead of telling The Rock to come down to our level, hey, Rock, don't be as good. Don't be as good. Suck like us, because we suck and no one cares about us. All we do is go out there and wrestle. Oh, we're just going to have wrestling matches. And they're great 5-star matches, and we get 5-star ratings from Dave Meltzer. Stop being so good, Rock. You're embarrassing us. Instead of making The Rock come down to our level, why don't you push other people to go up to his level? Candice LeRae, this past Monday Night Raw, told Maxine Dupree, who was getting booed because she's not good at wrestling, because she just got here and she hasn't been trained properly. We've talked about this before. But they turned it into a storyline where everyone hates Maxine because she's embarrassing the women's locker room. Candice LeRae told her, if your dead brother was here, he would be disappointed. And what are people talking about? They're talking about Maxine Dupree and Candice LeRae. More than LWO. More than Legado del Fantasma. More than any other storyline they got going on. Because you need that. You need to go to those levels. You have to cross some lines. Or at least push the envelope. That is what wrestling always did to get to where it is. To always get to new heights. And if the WWE is going to be getting billions, what, $5 billion over 10 years? They better be able to make that return. They better make the return on that investment. You're not going to do it playing buddy-buddy every single week. Keep this in mind. The Rock's not going to... Okay. The Rock is here. The Rock is going to be here to run WWE because he's a member of the board, and I can already tell you right now, this isn't the last time we're going to see him. That being said, don't expect him to be on TV all the goddamn time. What is WWE going to do when The Rock leaves? How are you going to maintain this audience? He brings in the people who likes him because he doesn't give a shit. He's always cussing, and he's making it feel real because he keeps it real. He's using pure hatred, or at least facilitated hatred, to make you want to watch the program. So who else is going to do it? It's really annoying to me that a lot of these fans and the wrestlers inside the business just want everybody to just be mediocre. That's what it is. Mediocre. No. These men and women bust their asses 24/7, 300 days a year. I want them to get the most out of their sacrifice. I want them to have the most viewers. I want them to have as much chances and opportunities to connect and get over and have as many opportunities as they can in life. I don't want them to do all of this, break their bodies down. By the age of 45, they're in a wheelchair and no one cares about them. You should want them to get the most out of it. And if cussing and breaking a couple of rules is going to get them there, then by God, that's what the fuck they got to do. Enough, man. Wrestling works best when it's edgy. Yes, is it sometimes too much, too edgy? I can agree. If you go too much to one extreme, it can be a little too much. But then the other extreme is just as bad too. No edginess at all doesn't work. Wrestling needs to be edgy. Edgy. blood, profanity, hatred, betrayal. All of this shit is in some of the best TV shows. Breaking Bad had this. Better Call Saul had this. There's so many shows. I haven't seen it. I've seen House of the Dragon, but I have not seen Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has it. Name your favorite TV show right now. Exactly. Don't they all have that? It's because that's what people connect with. So don't get mad at The Rock for doing his job properly, for being good at what he does. And because he's good at what he does, that's why he gets away with the things that he's able to get away with. It ain't personal. You just need to do your job properly. And then maybe one day, after you've connected with the audience, after you have gotten over, after you have gotten to a point where you're drawing WWE money, you're bringing in the viewers, you're bringing up attendances, you can cut profanity-laced promos on social media. You can say fuck, shit, damn all you want. Because you're doing your job. It was this way when Cena was here. It was this way when Hogan was here. It was this way when Stone Cold Steve Austin was here. It was this way when Brock Lesnar was here. It's going to be this way for the end of time. The people who draw the most money get special treatment. You want to know why? Because they're drawing the most money. Roman Reigns gets to wrestle 5 times a year because he draws money. It's wrestling. Don't complain about it. Do your job. Make people care about what you do. And then maybe you get to do what The Rock is doing. And maybe you'll be bigger than him. But half the people who are bitching about this ain't gonna be nobody anyways. So I hope The Rock keeps cussing. I hope he keeps breaking all the rules. Because that is what's going to make the WWE better. But that's just my opinion. You give me your thoughts down below. Thank you all for watching. I'm looking forward to see what you have to say. In the comments, in the live chat, whenever, wherever you're watching me. So as you follow out, do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Venmo. I love you all. Let's hope wrestling continues to be edgy and get us to a place where things are fun again. But in the meantime, you guys take it easy. This is Alyx, just Alyx, signing out right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. When you're